What's up, you guys? Today on the truck, so 28, well, technically this is a 2019 Silverado LD LT, but for part purposes and pretty much all the other purposes, this is exact same as a 2018. So as you see in the build, we already did the Flowmaster exhaust. We fixed the exhaust flapper issue. The only other two things I'm going to be doing to the physical engine compartment itself is I'm going to be installing this AFE Power Silver Bullet throttle body spacer, right? And as you can see underneath it, I got the Volant cold air intake. But I just want to install the throttle body spacer by itself first, run some tests and see if the benefits are really worth it. There's so much controversy over this topic, but I have used throttle body spacers before and I did like them. I like the way they sound. It made the truck a little bit peppier, and especially combined with the cold air intake, my goal is to make the exhaust sound a little bit deeper, a little bit more throaty, and I think this was what is going to do the trick. Plus it only takes 10 minutes. So it was between like the air raid one and this one. The reviews just seemed a little bit better for this one. It was a little bit cheaper too, so that's not bad. But you see, made in USA, air in top. So it's gonna go over here. We haven't taken apart the truck yet. It's actually a rainy day right now outside, but I got the truck in the garage, so we're gonna have to take everything apart. But I just want to show you what's in the box. The throttle body spacer itself, you got a silver bullet sticker. I do not believe this is not carb certified, so you can't use it in California. Well, you can. I'm in California, but legally I guess you can't, but for legal purposes this is an off-road vehicle only. So yeah, it comes with, I believe these are extended throttle body hardware. It's got a gasket with it, and the instruction manual. So this should only take about 10 minutes. I'm going to get everything together. I'm going to get the tools together and show you guys what it takes. So the tool list on this one's pretty simple. It's going to be a 1/4 inch ratchet, 1/4 inch extension, and an 8mm socket. I only have a deep socket right now. It's going to be a 3/8 inch ratchet, 3/8 extension, and a 10mm socket. Super simple. So first we're going to be removing this hose clamp. It's nice and loose. And the second one we're going to be removing is back here. So go ahead and pop this intake tube off and pop this one as well. I might need to get two hands in here. Give me a sec. Okay, so I was able to get this off. Now you have two vent hoses, one here and one here. All you're gonna do is, you see this button here, you're gonna press it and pull it off. One, and the other one. This one's being a little stubborn. Give me a sec. So now we got both hose clamps off and the vents. This should just pop out. This is your intake tube, and that exposes our throttle body. So now we take our 10mm socket and we're going to be cracking loose these 1, 2, 3, and the last one there, 4 nuts holding on the stock throttle body. Once they're all loose, you're gonna remove them by hand. So once you remove the 4 bolts, you set them aside. Now you take the throttle body, move it out of the way. Now next, you see it's a little bit gunky in it. This is extra, like this is just a extra precautionary step. I'm gonna clean this off. I want the throttle body spacer to have a clean surface to mate to. So I'm just gonna wipe it off a little bit. That's good enough. So now, take your throttle body spacer. So you have a gasket. You have the gasket and you have the throttle body spacer. So on the instructions, it specifically states, do not put the spacer, or do not put the gasket and then the throttle body there. First, you're gonna put the throttle body with the top side up and the air inside right there. So you're gonna install the throttle body. The gasket is gonna go between the throttle body spacer and the throttle body. So manifold, throttle body spacer, if I can get it in, gasket, throttle body, in that order. So go ahead and do that and reinstall the longer nuts that they supply in the kit. So I have my hardware set up, and I want to point out that the order of the hardware is the bolt, the lock washer, and then the flat washer. The flat washer is going to be going against the throttle body. So I just wanted to mention that so you guys knew. So now that you got your hardware on there, you're going to be tightening these down to 45 inch-pounds. And once again, this is using a 10mm socket. So now that those are all tightened up, we're going to be reinstalling our intake tube just how we took it off. So you just want to tighten down the 2 hose clamps with the 8mm socket, and then you're going to be popping back on the 2 vent hoses that you took off earlier. And that's going to wrap up our install. Next, I'm going to do like I said, mainly after the sound that this is going to give me and the slight increase in throttle response, I'm going to do a cold start, and I'm going to insert a clip of a cold start with just the exhaust, no throttle body spacer, and then I'm going to insert a sound clip and a video of the cold start after I've installed this cold air intake, see if it sounds any different. So guys, as far as the AFE throttle body spacer, I have to say, for the price and for how easy it was to install, especially on the stock intake, I'd have to say it's worth it. I went around, I drove around, and at high RPMs, you could hear some of that sound of the throttle body spacer. And at low RPMs, you could almost feel some of the lag of the throttle response. Almost some of that lag is taken out. And you have to say, you can't expect too much out of something like this. It's, you know, not that expensive. It's only $100, but for the price, a little more than 100 maybe, but for the price, it's worth it. I mean, it's just so simple to do, so easy to do. And once you install a cold air intake like I'm going to be doing, it's going to really unlock the potential of what a throttle body spacer could do. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully the install helps you guys out. And yeah, thanks.